The Duke and Duchess of Sussex new Netflix series aired this morning, with the royal family braced for more bombshell claims. Harry and Meghan have vowed to tell the full truth in the six-part documentary, which is the couple's latest effort to explain to the world why they walked away from royal life and moved to the US. Billed as an unprecedented and in-depth docuseries, Harry-Meghan was directed by Oscar-nominated Liz Garbus and sees the Sussexes sharing the other side of their high-profile love story. But what can viewers learn from the first 3 episodes of Harry-Meghan? Read more. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle snubbed by celebrity friends. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex new Netflix series has aired for the first time. Image, Netflix. Harry blocks out memories of Diana. The Duke of Sussex has said he does not have many early memories of his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, believing he has internally blocked them out. Diana died in a car crash in Paris when Harry was just 12, but the Duke said he still remembers her cheeky laugh. Archive footage of Diana and Harry's father, the then Prince of Wales, with Harry and his older brother William at Harry's christening and during other arranged photo calls, appear in the Tell-All series. He said, "My childhood, I remember, was filled with laughter, filled with happiness and filled with adventure. I don't have many early memories of my mom. It was almost like internally I sort of blocked them out. But I always remember her laugh, her cheeky laugh, her always saying to me, 'You can get in trouble, just don't get caught.' I'll always be that cheeky person inside." Read more. Harry dragged into huge row as Americans fume at staged photoshoot. Harry and Meghan in a scene from the docu-series. Image, Netflix. Piers Morgan blasts Pinocchio, Meghan and hypocrite Harry for using him in doc trailer. Talk TV star Piers Morgan was left fuming after seeing that he had been included in the trailer for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's new documentary. The Netflix 2-parter, entitled Harry-Meghan, has been described as ghastly by the former Good Morning Britain host. Find out more here. Harry and Meghan's first date lasted only an hour. The couple's first date lasted an hour and they had a great chat, viewers of the first Netflix episode will learn. Meghan said, "I called him that evening and I was like, I am leaving the day after tomorrow. Do you want to grab dinner tomorrow night? And I am sure he thought it was so forward and American. I am sure he told me it was so forward and American." A picture is shown of Meghan nuzzling into Harry as she tells the documentary, "There was one photo. We just wanted to capture the feeling of just sitting in that little restaurant and going, oh my gosh. We were going to give it a go." Harry said, "That was when it just hit me. I was like, okay, this girl, this woman, is amazing, is everything that I've been looking for. And she's so comfortable and so relaxed in my company." Meghan said Harry had a list apparently of what he was looking for, adding it was an extensive list. Harry said, "Let's not go there." Read about a drug dealer's threat after ramming police cars. Meghan is interviewed for the docu-series. Image, Netflix. Dating was a combination of car chases, disguises and anti-surveillance. In episode 2 of Harry-Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex reveal how their relationship survived increased media attention. Meghan said, "When all of that started happening, my friends and people in my life who love me and care about me were like, is he worth this? Like, we know you're happy and we know that you love him. Is this worth this? Look what is happening to your life. We just did everything we could to be there for each other. We had to stay connected. We wouldn't have survived it if we weren't." Harry said, "I don't know how we did it, but we did it. Most of the time we were on the other side of the Atlantic. She was in Canada working, I would try and get over to see her and she would come over here and see me a hell of a lot more." The documentary showed text messages between the couple, organizing trips back and forth to see each other, as Meghan described landing in the UK, getting harassed and going to hunker down in Kensington Palace until she left. Harry said, dating became this combination of car chases, anti-surveillance driving and disguises, which isn't a particularly healthy way to start a relationship, but we always came at it with as much humor as possible. Whenever we saw each other we would just give each other a massive hug and try and have as much a normal life as possible. Don't miss, neighbors spend £100,000 in a legal battle over parking space, revealed. Elderly patient left waiting in the rain for 7 hours, report. Harry laughs as Meghan forced to pick between him and William. Latest, a still from the series showing Meghan with her head in her hands. Image, Netflix. Don't miss these key moments from Harry-Meghan Episode 3. Meghan rages at orchestrated reality show of BBC engagement interview with Harry. Doria Ragland hits out at Meghan's dad, saying absolutely stunned he became part of circus. Harry's dig at Thomas Markle as he shoulders fallout. Meghan insists she tried to blend in with royal family and didn't want to embarrass them. Meghan Markle shares frantic texts she sent to father days before wedding. Royals questioned why Meghan should be protected. Harry claimed members of the royal family asked why the Duchess of Sussex should be protected when they questioned newspaper headlines about her. Speaking in episode 2, he said, the direction from the palace was, don't say anything. But what people need to understand is, as far as a lot of the family were concerned, everything that she was being put through, they had been put through as well. So it was almost like a rite of passage, and some of the members of the family were like, my wife had to go through that, so why should your girlfriend be treated any differently? Why should you get special treatment? Why should she be protected? I said the difference here is the race element. Engagement was an orchestrated reality show. The third episode sees Meghan describe the time around the Sussexes' engagement as an orchestrated reality show. She said their engagement interview was rehearsed. On the press coverage of Meghan's background during the second episode, her mother Doria Ragland said paparazzi would take pictures of deprived neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Ms. Ragland told the documentary, they would take pictures of different parts of say Skid Row and say that is where I lived and that is where she was from. Meghan said, it was horrible. But I continued to hold the line, say nothing. Trending William, Kate, Meghan and Harry during a walkabout. Image, Getty. Huge level of unconscious bias in royal family. Harry claimed there is a huge level of unconscious bias in the royal family during episode 3. The documentary referenced when Princess Michael of Kent wore a blackamoor-style brooch to an event the Duchess of Sussex attended in 2017. Harry said, in this family, sometimes you are part of the problem rather than part of the solution. There is a huge level of unconscious bias. The thing with unconscious bias, it is actually no one's fault. But once it has been pointed out, or identified within yourself, you then need to make it right. It is education. It is awareness. It is a constant work in progress for everybody, including me. Harry then spoke about when he wore a Nazi uniform to a private party in 2005. He said, it was probably one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I felt so ashamed afterwards. All I wanted to do was make it right. Meghan's awkward first meeting with William and Kate. The Duchess said she found the formality of being in the royal family surprising. Speaking in episode 2, she said, when Will and Kate came over, and I met her for the first time, they came over for dinner, I remember I was in ripped jeans and I was barefoot. I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that that is really jarring for a lot of Brits. I guess I started to understand very quickly that the formality on the outside carried through on the inside. There is a forward-facing way of being, and then you close the door and go, you can relax now, but that formality carries over on both sides. And that was surprising to me. Meghan's nationality and job clouded royals' views. Harry claims the Duke of Sussex claimed his wife being an American actress clouded his family's view of her. Meghan, talking about meeting the Queen during episode 2 of their Netflix documentary, said, I didn't know what I was doing. Harry went on, I remember my family first meeting her and being incredibly impressed. Some of them didn't quite know what to do with themselves. Because I think they were surprised. They were surprised that a ginger could land such a beautiful woman and such an intelligent woman. But the fact I was dating an American actress was probably what clouded their judgment more than anything else at the beginning. Oh, she's an American actress, this won't last. Meghan added, the actress thing was the biggest problem, funnily enough. There is a big idea of what that looks like from the UK standpoint, Hollywood, and it's just very easy for them to typecast that. Harry admits he is his mother's son. The Duke of Sussex said this in episode 1 when talking about a temptation in the royal family to marry someone who fits the mold. He said, I think for so many people in the family, especially obviously the men, there can be a temptation or an urge to marry someone who would fit the mold as opposed to somebody who you perhaps are destined to be with. The difference between making decisions with your head, or your heart. And my mom certainly made most of her decisions, if not all of them, from her heart. And I am my mother's son. Meghan found out her father was not going to her wedding from a tabloid. The Duchess of Sussex said she discovered her father Thomas Markle was not going to attend her wedding through a tabloid. Meghan spoke about her estranged father while reflecting on the immediate lead-up to her wedding on May 19, 2018. She said, the week before our wedding we get a call from our joint communications secretary who said this story is going to come out tomorrow saying your father has been staging pictures and taking money from press. That was the first I was hearing of it. The Duchess then explains the following conversation with her father, in which she said he denied the allegations, but refused to be flown to the UK a day early for the wedding. Meghan said, I said, we'll just come and get you out a day early to get you out of Mexico, and he said, no I have things I need to do. And it felt really cagey. I said it doesn't make sense. And when we hung up, I looked at Harry. I was like, I don't know.